Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Hannah. Hi. Recently I bought the PowerShot V10, which is what I am recording on right now. And today you're gonna come with me to a day in my life at university and I'm gonna record everything on the PowerShot V10. I posted a video back in summer when I first got this camera and a lot of questions I had was just like, what were your thoughts on it? Does it perform well? Or the specs on it? Things like that. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of like what you can expect when you vlog with this camera. I believe it shoots in 4K 30 frames per second. It doesn't have like zoom. It has image stabilization, which is really great. So when you're walking around, the camera's not shaking as much. I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. I don't have any mic attachments on my camera. I don't have the wind muffs on either. So this is just like the camera like straight out of the box. This is what it sounds like. So come with me today to go to school and get an idea of what all the sounds are like and how the camera just works. One other thing I forgot to mention is I can manually adjust the brightness of how things are recorded. So I'm turning the brightness up right now on my screen. As you can see, I'm very white now and we're gonna go back down to 0. So that's one thing I really like is that when you're recording in a dark setting or when you're recording even on a nice day but it seems kind of dark in here, you can change the brightness. You can just make it look more sunny, make it look more happy in the video just based off of the brightness. Before we head out, I just want to show you some other things about the camera. So right now it's being charged with a USB-C cable. I use my MacBook charger to charge this. It doesn't come with a charger in the box, but you can use pretty much any USB-C cable. Additionally, it is pretty much the same size as a credit card. So I'm using my American Eagle card that I have. As you can see, the size are the exact same. So you can kind of get an idea of how small it really is. Now let's go to class. My apartment building is attached to a bunch of other businesses, so this whole wall is like the back of businesses. There's a bunch of pipes running on the ceiling, so you can hear all the background noise from that on the camera as well. It's like a good and bad thing. It picks up a lot of sound, but definitely picks up a lot of the background noise too.
Next train, Health Sciences Jubilee.
That's my train.
Please stand.
Yeah, we have an event, but it might get canceled because there's not enough sign-ups, I think, so far. VSC is to like do another event with the Eng like association. Subin and I are gonna grab a thing of coffee before we go to class. Hi, can I just get an ice flat coffee, please? For like the first time. It's so quiet.
What's up, chat?
And then that's proven. I think that's an perception of the strength pro.
It's so sunny though. Okay, right now I'm with Bijan and we're walking to the library to get work done. I'm gonna turn on the image stabilization and show y'all how different it is. I have image stabilization on right now, and as you can see, it kind of like zooms you in a little bit.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful day today, and the image stabilization is honestly one of the best features that the camera can have. So,
Which building?
it's
This one.
after me.
Are these questions a lot different from 1 and 2?
So I just finished with class and a couple friends and I are gonna go eat dinner. It's pretty dark outside, so we're gonna be able to see how this camera works in the dark or at nighttime. One thing I wanted to note is that although this camera does shoot in 4K, personally I find that when it's like dark outside, it doesn't have the greatest resolution. So that's just something to keep an eye on with the upcoming footage. welcome back. I'm currently in the process of editing this video. I realized I didn't include a couple things in the video that I really wanted to touch on. I feel like I just touched on them really briefly. I wanted to go back on that image stabilization and show you what it looks like before and after. So right now it's just on regular mode, and I think you can really see how much it zooms in when you turn on the image stabilization. I have it on right now. I didn't zoom in the video at all. I didn't crop it in at all. This is just how it looks like. There's some cars driving by, and I live downtown, so you probably might hear that a lot. And you might be able to see like how well the mic picks up on that background noise as well. So right now, yeah, image stabilization is on. You can see it crops in the video a little bit, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but the stabilization, I find that is pretty good when I am recording like out and about. What I don't like about it is because when you're out and about, it's a little bit intimidating. It's a little bit intimidating to have your camera up in your face like this as you're walking around. And then because it zooms in, you have to pull your camera back even further. I feel like that makes it more obvious when you're out and about filming. So it's not like the greatest, especially if you're a shy vlogger like I am. Additionally, they have like a soft skin feature, which I don't really use. I've never really used them, but it's like it's there if you want it. I'm just gonna give you guys a good look at my skin right now. I do have some like acne scars that's hiding under my makeup. I've turned on the soft skin feature. As you can see, I zoom me back up because we're no longer on image stabilization mode. So I don't really know if you can see any differences in my skin. If you wanted to turn up the exposure on the camera, you just press this little sun sign. There's little arrows on each side where you can tap this one, and then the exposure goes up. And then you can bring the exposure back down by pressing the other button. Like so. You can also do this manually. So without recording, you can turn on that same button. You actually drag it back and forth, this little bar. You're dragging that little bar back and forth. And I personally like to do it while I'm recording because it's easier to tap the arrows than it is to drag the bar. Additionally, you can change the exposure and all of the specs of the camera by pressing this M on the top. Press the little bars here. You can adjust all the specs of the camera. If you want to change the ISO, you can do so by dragging this. Oh my goodness, it's such a small screen, so it makes it a little bit hard. So now you can see that it's recording me in the dark. I'm gonna quickly take a quick video and show you what it looks like when you have manual ISO. So I think it was on 800 if I remember correctly. And then going back to auto, I'm just gonna tap all the way to the end. So this is what it looks like on auto mode. You can also see that I'm currently charging the camera as I'm filming. A lot of cameras I feel like don't have that feature. A lot of the times you can't really use a camera while it's charging at the same time, so that's what I really appreciate about this. And that's also because this camera is also meant to be used as a webcam. So if you're live streaming, if you're wanting to connect it to your computer, you can definitely do so. There's a mini HDMI on the side here, which allows you to use this camera as a webcam as well. Lastly, my favorite feature about this camera is this little tripod stand at the bottom, and it makes it really easy to stand the camera up against like a table. You can also get lower angles by flipping it up and down. I'm just gonna try to push it down here. The camera turns down and you can get lower angles. So right now it's facing my keyboard. Let's just do a quick video. You can get a lot of different angles with this camera because of this little tripod, which is really helpful. That's one of my favorite features about it for sure. That is the end of this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this gave you some insight about the camera and how to use it. I'm not like big on cameras myself. For just vlogging for fun use, I definitely recommend it. It's very user friendly. It's very small and compact, which makes it really helpful for shy vloggers like me, and like maybe I'm assuming you if you're watching this video. Definitely give it a try. I'm sure some camera stores let you try a camera for a couple weeks and then you can return it. That's actually how I decided to get this camera. I bought it under a 2-week return policy, so basically I can use it for 2 weeks and try it out. If I don't like it, I was able to return it, and then in the end I decided to keep it, and I'm actually glad that I did. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you have any other questions, leave a comment down below, but I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.
Let it go. 얼어붙어 like whoa. 띵하고 어지러워. I see. 한여름에도 넌 겨울.